Coming up on Take Survivor.
Whoever's up to bat, twirl around 10 times, let them line it up and see if anybody can hit it.
Welcome to Take Survivor, the show where only the strongest take wins. We have 4 players in every round. One of them gets voted off. Today we have joining us, writer, director of Two Distant Strangers, Travon Free. Travon, how are you today?
I'm great, man. I'm trying to survive some takes.
We have two-time WNBA champion Renee Montgomery. Renee,
we're in the building. What's goody?
We have joining us again with the worst takes in history, Elijah Code. Elijah, how are you?
I'm good, Jason. I'm excited to play to win today.
And our producer, Zuri, Irvin. Zuri, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I hope we all have fun and may the best take win. Let's just all have fun.
Here we go. Round 1, your prompt. Of the 4 EGOT awards, the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony, which is the most prestigious? Which is the most prestigious of the EGOT awards? We will start with you, Elijah Cohn.
Jason, the most prestigious is the Tony because it is the most fun to say if you win. Look, as an Italian American, I'm walking around my house. I see my Emmy, I see my Grammy, I see my Oscar, and I see my Tony. I walk into the room, I see it on the mantle, I say, hey, look at this fucking guy up there. Also, Twitter doesn't watch prestige plays, so there's never going to be a controversy around it if you win. But the reason I want the Tony is so I can say hi to my Tony every day.
Oh, my God. Well, Elijah Cohen with a hate crime against Italian Americans. Let's go to you, Renee. Renee, what's the most prestigious of the EGOT Awards?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Grammy because, and I usually don't even give real answers, so this is different. I'm going with the Grammy because not everyone can sing. And so if you sing and you get a Grammy, it's the most prestigious. Also, to piggyback off of Elijah's terrible answer, everyone knows the Grammy is the best. Who doesn't like grandmas and Grammys? Elijah, what's wrong with you? Who raised him? Wolves. I'm going with Grammy every time. Shouts to the Gram. Instagram. Shouts to the Gram. There's a lot of things you could play on when it comes to Grammy, but if you can't sing, you can't get a Gram.
Renee Montgomery with the Grammy. Zuri Irvin. Zuri, what is the most prestigious of the EGOT Awards?
Shout out to my grandma, but the most prestigious award is the Emmys. The Emmys are the only awards on this list that have a daytime version. There's no daytime Tonys. There's no afternoon Oscars. It's so prestigious they need 2. Second point, there's 16 EGOT winners. Only one has won the Emmy first, and that's Mel Brooks in 1967. So shouts to Mel. Shouts to Mel. It's an old man's game. It's an old man's game. If you don't like it, then you're an ageist. Last point, Green Book won an Oscar. Null and void. We are not counting the Oscars in this competition.
Zuri Irvin with the heat. And now, Oscar-nominated director Travon Free. Travon, what is the most prestigious of the EGOT Awards?
I mean, it's definitely the Oscars, not even a contest. I mean, first of all, you know why there's no daytime Oscars? Because it's prestigious. You don't need a daytime award for a prestigious award. There's one. You get one shot. You get one shot. And you know who doesn't have an Emmy? The Wire. So the Emmys in that regard are not holding up their weight in this category. It's obviously the most prestigious award is the Academy Award. It's tall, it's beautiful, it's golden brown like me. And so in that regard, it's an obvious answer. It's the Oscars. And it might, even though I think it's the second hardest of the group to win behind the Tony, it is most definitely the most prestigious. I mean, just throw in Google how much your income increases after you win an Oscar, and that happens for a reason.
Travon Free says,
"Hey, where's the timer at, man? He had too long.
Let's go.
I'm just saying. What's up?
Let's go to voting. Our contestants will vote to see who is ejected from the island. Will it be Elijah, who who put on a Tony Soprano voice asking about the gabagool in order to say that it is the Tonys that is the most prestigious. Will it be Renee Montgomery who says the Grammys? The Grammys is the most prestigious. Zuri Irvin with the Emmys, and then Travon Free, Oscar-nominated director Travon Free says the Oscars. Who will it be? The votes are coming in, and we await them now. And
we're voting who we think should be off.
That's
the
right.
island.
We are voting to see who will be eliminated. I have my guesses who will be voted off. But we will see. Okay, votes are coming in. We have one vote for Elijah Cohn. For Elijah Cohn. Hey, forget about it, Elijah says. And another vote coming in. We have one vote for Zuri Irvin. One vote for Elijah, one vote for Zuri. We are tied up. Votes still being tabulated. They're moving slowly. 2 votes now for Zuri Irvin. 2 votes to 1, Zuri. And now the final vote coming in. This could swing the round. And the final vote is for our first contestant voted out of Take Survivor, Zuri Irvin.
Oh,
Zuri, who said the Emmys. Zuri, what do you have to say?
Well, I think everyone who voted against me tacitly supports the Green Book, so put that on your shoulders. But I want to end on a respectful note. It was an honor just to be nominated, and enjoy it.
And now we move on without Zuri into our second round. Our second round prompt: what can we do to fix baseball? Various things are being tried at the AAA level, including robot umpires, things of that nature, a shot clock on pitchers. How do we fix baseball and the games that seem to run for 5 hours and more? We're going to go to Elijah Cohn first. Elijah, how do we fix baseball?
Jason, if you've been on the internet in the last 10 years, you've seen the viral video of Doc Ellis taking LSD and throwing a no-hitter.
I love where this is going.
And so my pitch is that at least one player on each team should take a hit of LSD before every baseball game. We could do it Russian roulette style, where there's 8 pieces of paper that are blank and there's one hit that goes out. It gives a whole new definition to the word designated hitter. It's a compelling subplot about an hour into the game to see who starts acting kind of crazy out there. I think it would just be an electric thing to add to a summer afternoon.
Lucy on the mound on acid, Elijah Cohn says. Renee Montgomery, we'll go to you. How do we fix baseball? How do we tweak this game? How do we improve it for the 21st century?
Oh my goodness, this is so easy. Obviously, you have to play dizzy bat before every person hits the ball. So whoever's up to bat, twirl around 10 times, let them line it up and see if anybody can hit it. Whoever even gets a crack at the ball with a real-life MLB pitcher, I think that there's going to be a different type of scoring here. If you actually get the home base, I think you got to take a shot. Let's just kind of turn it into a drinking game. I've seen it work in college. It can work in the pros.
Get rid of the DH, add the DB, the dizzy bat. I love it. And now Travon, how do we fix baseball?
I mean, this is easy to me. I've been a big champion of this solution for many years. It's obviously legalized steroids, because when you look at some of these guys, if I pay all this money to go to a game for 5 hours, I want to see the ball go to the moon.
Yes, to the moon.
I want windshields broken in the parking lot. I need to see. I want the ball to explode. I want guys to be able to barely run to the base because their legs are so big. I mean, look, you. Okay.
We had the verbal buzzer.
And that was buzzer. Travon Free says, let him juice, baby. And now we go to our voting. Oh my God. Contestants may vote. Just a reminder, our first contestant to exit the island, Zuri Irvin, remains on the jury. He will be voting as well. Will he be voting to eject Elijah Cohn, who says, follow the lead of Doc Ellis, let him drop acid. Two tabs on the tongue, and let's see if they can go 7 innings. Will it be Renee Montgomery voted off? She says, put that forehead on the bat, spin it round and round, and let's
You
play
know
Dizzy
people
Bat
would
and
watch that. I don't want to hear it.
And let's see what happens. Can they make contact with Major League speed after playing the Dizzy Bat? And then Travon Free, who says, folks, give him the cream, give him the clear, give him the antler juice, all of it. I want to see that ball leave the atmosphere. Let him juice. The votes are tabulated, and we have one vote for Renee Montgomery and Dizzy Bat. We have next vote coming in. We have one vote for Elijah Cohn, who has an incredible back-to-back answer in rounds 1 and 2.
Stand by him.
One Renee, one Elijah. We have another vote for Elijah Cohn. It is 2 votes Elijah, 1 vote Renee. Last vote coming. Who will it be? Or will we go to a tiebreaker? At which point our vice president would break the tie, but we do not have that. Third and final vote for Elijah Cohn, who is ejected from the island. Elijah, what do you have to say?
Take your acid and run.
I just want to answer Renee's question before Italian Americans ratio me to hell on Twitter and cancel me. I was raised by the DeMarcos. I was raised by the Capaccios. That's my family from New Jersey right there. So I just want to say it's all love. I'm happy to play. Just happy to be that baseball's back. Thanks for having me.
Elijah, forget about it. And now we go to our finals. Just a reminder, in our finals, the jury will be voting for who wins. And the last question, the final question in this Take Survivor is, would parity be good for the NBA? It's been a big point of conversation around the league. Many people are upset that it seems like wherever LeBron James goes, that team dominates. The Lakers, are they going to win again? Oh my God! Now, big players are going to the Brooklyn Nets, and it seems like we just know who's going to win the finals every single year. Would it be a better league if every team, like in the NFL, had a chance to win every year? Is parity good? Would parity be good in the NBA? Renee Montgomery, you go first. Would parity be good in the NBA?
Of course I'm not going to give a normal answer. It's not going to be good. There needs to be pecking orders. That's how sports works. If the New York Knicks weren't in the league, then what would we do to laugh at all the fans like you, Jason?
How dare you!
It would not be as fun if we couldn't make fun of the teams that we knew were just going to lose. And then on the other side of it, there has to be dynasties. There has to be a prestige. There has to be those teams that build up the league, because that's how leagues get built. If everyone was always even and equal, people probably wouldn't be as interested. People like to watch Goliath go down. It's in the Bible. There's David and Goliath. If there was all Davids, there wouldn't even be a parable. You have to understand that March Madness, what's so special about that? The number 16 team beating the number 1. Everybody roots for the underdog. Of course, we know parity is not what people want, even if they say they do.
Renee Montgomery says emphatically no, while hitting me with numerous strays in the chest. Trayvon Free, is parity in the NBA good?
I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to give you a good example why. If you happen to be a Formula One fan, you watched the Bahrain Grand Prix last weekend, and you watched Lewis Hamilton in a slower car still win the race, even after they found ways to make the cars more competitive. And you saw one of the most exciting finishes in a Formula One race we've seen in a very long time. And you saw the best driver in the sport, and probably the best driver ever, be tested with a car that was slower and tires that were older, and still beat the young gun in the Red Bull car, because it didn't matter. He's just better. And parity allows people like LeBron and these big guys to prove that even on a more level playing field, they are dominating athletes. They are the best of the best. And I think, as exciting as that was to watch, it will be equally exciting to not watch the Brooklyn Nets become the Monstars.
Renee, wow. Travon Free says yes to parody. Take that, Mario Andretti. Get your bad opinions out of here, Mario. And now we go to the final voting round. Reminder, our contestants who were rejected in the earlier rounds remain on the jury. They will vote to see who is the winner. Who is the winner? You are voting for the winner. Will it be Renee Montgomery? Says no. Rich got to stay rich and the poor got to stay poor when it comes to the NBA. There's got to be a pecking order. People love dynasties. Will it be Travon Free who says yes, let's even it up? Look at the way Formula One has run things. There would be, I think, some people who are anti Mercedes-Benz might have some things to say about that, but maybe that's going too deep into the Formula One hive. An exciting final round. The votes are coming in now. Who will be our winner? We have one vote for Renee Montgomery.
Wait, which one is this? Is this to win or to lose?
To win.
Okay.
We have one vote for Travon. Tie.
Okay. I know.
More votes coming in. We have 2 votes for Travon. Final vote. It is 2 votes to 1. And we have a tie. It is 2.
Oh my goodness!
It is 2 to 1.
This is what happens when you get 2 athletes on here like this.
Play the We Did It, Joe. This is usually where we would have the vice president break the tie in the Senate.
We did it,
but
Joe.
We did it, Joe. But the vice president, Caroline, rest in peace, is not here today. I will break the tie, and I am going to rule in favor of our guest, Travon Free. Trayvon.
I should have never came at the Knicks.
Trayvon, that had nothing to do with it. Let me be clear. It had nothing to do with it. I am an impartial judge. Trayvon, congratulations on your win. What do you have to say?
Thank you.
Take your victory lap.
I just want to say it was an honor to be here and to have such a very strong competitor in Renee. See, there's like a very narrow gap between us because that makes it more fun and exciting. And I take my win, and I thank you for it.
Well, I hope it builds into momentum for another win in the coming weeks. Travon, thank you for joining us, and thank you for listening to Take Survivor.